This is going to start off great already.
Oh, Lord.
Hi! Welcome back! This is the Sunshine and Bubblegum podcast. I am Lynn, and this is my friend Jenna. And we are on episode 22 on Friday the 13th.
That's fun.
Yes. So this is probably going to go downhill fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
I think that'll be the theme of all of these going forward.
So bad from here.
Anyway, welcome back to anyone who is a returning viewer, anyone who's a new viewer, welcome. We appreciate that you're here, spending a little time in your day with us. I like that my husband's like right there over your shoulder.
Oh, God, he's just creeping. Oh, Eric.
Would you like to move that? Is he going to bother you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
move him because he's going to bother me now. That's my wedding photo.
This is just... We'll just put that there.
Ta-da! See, I am in it with him. It's not just
my shoulder
creeping over your shoulder.
God, that was a bit much.
Great camera setup.
Oh, Lord. I'm totally gonna break something when I'm just... There we go. All right, it's fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Social media. If you'd like to find me anywhere on social media, I am Sunshine Bubblegum on stop it. Instagram and Ravelry. Sunshine Bubblegum. Sunshine and Bubblegum on Etsy and Facebook. And all of the notes and show notes and information of yarns and stuff that we talk about in this episode, I have a pencil today, will be down below in the drop bar and on the Ravelry page in the Sunshine Bubblegum Ravelry group. Yeah. That's all I had to say about that. I think I got it all.
I'm just here for the...
Oh my goodness. And we have water today too, so this is going to be our determining factor whether last week it was the caffeine or last episode.
This was just like the crochet version of being hungover.
Why? What were you drinking last
After
night?
the 21st thing on the 21st day on the 21st...
Yes. Okay.
The 22nd is water.
The 22nd is water. Probably still going to be a crazy episode, but not as long as last time. We had a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
you were new, so we had to introduce.
Yeah, that's true.
Introduce the crazy.
Thank
friends.
you so much.
It was funny because I was rewatching it as I was editing last time, and I think I said I taught you how to crochet last year, and then you were like, 2 years ago I made this, so apparently I taught you how to crochet a little bit longer than I... It's like, wow, that really has been a couple of years.
Yes, it has been.
Which
Because
means...
you started crocheting when I was pregnant. You started teaching me how to crochet when I was pregnant with Brendan.
That's right. And he's...
Almost 3.
Almost 3. Wow.
Am I a disappointment now?
But Brendan, like, wow. No, it just feels like time's flying. Time's flying.
She's giving me too much credit.
We should talk about knitting.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
What are we doing first?
First off, we have 2 giveaways this week. And what I will do is there will be 2 prompts for 2 patterns in the Ravelry group. So you have to be a member of the Sunshine and Bubblegum group on Ravelry to enter. And there will be a question to answer, which we have not thought up yet, but it'll be something silly and random. And just leave us an answer or say hello to enter your name. And on the next episode, we'll give the patterns away. The first pattern was donated by the lovely Barbara of Knitting I Love, and she is out of Ireland, a Polish girl in Ireland, and she has become an amazing designer of hats.
She's like my spirit animal.
Right?
I'm Polish and I love Ireland.
See? There you go.
What is this?
I can't wait to go someday.
I want to go too.
And I want to say the name of this hat correctly. It's called the Asphodel Potions Hat, which I still need to figure out what it means. But here is the hat. Whoa, wrong way. And that is lovely Barbara. And as you can see on the crown of it, it has a beautiful, like, cauldron type. It's supposed to look like a cauldron, I think, brewing a potion. It's really cool. And the yarn she picked on that was super amazing. Yeah, that's Barbara.
Oh my
God. She
gorgeous?
gorgeous?
I thought that was a yarn Oh my
No!
goodness.
Barbara, you look like a yarn model. But anyway, so this hat pattern is going to be up there for a giveaway. And the second pattern is from the lovely Jen Sheelan of the Jen Sheelan podcast.
This is beautiful.
This is her Enchanted Forest shawl. And it looks, I know it's hard to see here, but this top I'll hold it close again. This top pattern part here is a frog pattern. And these are to look like lily pads. So it's supposed to look like the frog. This is really hard to see. But I'll put pictures of both of them up in the link. So it's frogs like in an enchanted forest sitting, like the lily. Remember the frog prince and they drop the ball? And
yes, I do.
Yeah, enchanted shawl pattern. So both of those were gifted to us to give away. And they will be in the Ravelry group. So go over and enter in to win each one of those. There are two make-alongs currently going on. One is a charity make-along for the knitted knockers, and that is through the Slow Ass Knitters, the Slow Ass Knitters group on Ravelry. And the ASS is actually a $, and that will be linked below too. I have ordered my yarn. I'm going to do the crochet pattern. The pattern is free through knittedknockers.org, I believe. That is linked below, and all the links are in the group also. Different places you can find yarn that are donating to the knockers to help with shipping and such, and where to send your knockers once they're knitted or crocheted. And I have also got a super cute, cheeky little boob stitch marker. And that is from Lindsay over at Simply Serving. She has these little cheeky progress keepers in a variety of boob tones, and also little pink boxing gloves with the what's the little ribbon, the little pink ribbon on them.
Yeah.
For Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, if you would like to knit a knocker, stop over to the Slow Ass Knitters group and come join the fun. There'll be no prizes. This is just a charity make-along, and you can do it all year long too. There's no time limit. We're just talking about them and showing off boobs for the month of October.
Between this and like knotted knickers and
knotted knickers.
You said knotted and then you changed it.
Knotted knickered knockers.
You tried to you tried to recover, but I caught it.
Those like those crocheted shorts that look like the old granny squares. Those are knotted knickers. Okay.
I'm
oh
gonna
my
be
goodness.
giggling about that for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the second make-along that's going on right now, I am doing with Patty from 4 Boys and an NL Girl, and she is up in Newfoundland. And we are doing a fall make-along, and this could be any craft. This could be sewing, knitting, crocheting, needlepoint, paper crafts, anything crafty you're doing right now. If it is a fall theme, such as Halloween, Thanksgiving, autumn, colors, pattern, cutout, whatever, you get 2 entries. The chatter thread is hosted in Patty's group on Ravelry. The FO's thread I will open, and it'll be open when this posts. Finished objects will be in my group to win prizes in both. Enter in both. And what I am doing is finishing the boys' Halloween costumes that I started last year. I got all the materials to be Lego Ninjas. I ordered these off of Etsy. Some beautiful maker made these. And they decided they were going to be firefighters and doctors. And we had those costumes already. So
such a disappointment.
This year, I said, hey, do you guys want to be ninjas? So I'm making 2 ninja robes, blue and black. And they're all pinned up and everything over there. I'd bring them over, but that would be a mess. So I'm making Halloween costumes, so that will be my entry for the make-along. So please come and join that. You can add anything that you're working on right now. You were making the boys' Halloween costumes, so you could enter those in.
I guess that's true. If, they turn out the way they're supposed to.
Well, I guess that leads us into some crocheting. Should we start with crochet?
I guess I have. Of course, there's not too much. Okay. So everyone's probably gonna think I'm crazy because I started these literally 3 days ago.
Yes.
Because as children do, they were consistent about wanting a particular costume up until 3 days ago when they changed their mind. So originally, my middle child wanted to be a ghost, which
Easy peasy.
Easy. And my oldest wanted to be a robot, which, you know what? That's going to be my husband's territory. I don't have to worry about that one because he can go play with boxes somewhere. And my youngest was just like, I don't know. When I asked him what he wanted to be for Halloween, he told me hungry. So I was like, well, we'll make you a Ghostbuster or something of its
My niece wants to be a pine cone.
That is amazing.
And she hasn't let it drop.
That is awesome.
So now my sister is trying to figure out
that's
how to be a pine cone.
No, I mean, that is awesome. I love that.
So what did they land on?
Okay, so finally I go, all right, guys, last answer, no changes. We're going to start them. What do you want to be? And my middle child says, I want to be Chomp, which is a character in this anime called Dinosaur King that's on Netflix that my kids started watching. They actually haven't watched it recently, so I don't know where this came from. Chomp is a Triceratops.
And I know that one.
So then of course, I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, here comes my youngest coming in. I want to be Ace. Ace is also in Dinosaur King. He's a Carnotaurus.
Which I had to ask about because I did not know that one. My boys are not into dinosaurs yet.
Carnotaurus is basically like a smaller version of a T-Rex with a rounder head and horns.
Okay. Ace
is purple with yellow horns.
Okay.
And then my oldest then comes up and goes, if they're gonna be Chomp and Ace, I want to be Paris, who is a Parasaurolophus in Dinosaur King. And I was like, okay,
I just like hearing you say it.
I can make this work. I was like, all right, you know what? Parasaurolophus, that's gonna be hard to find, but I think I could work with the Carnotaurus and the Triceratops. I probably could find something online. Look up a Triceratops costume. It's like $78, and I was like, I can't spend over like $300 on costumes because
they're gonna change their mind. They're
not gonna do anything. So I was like, okay, well, I walked in. I was talking to my husband. I go, Brad, I think I can crochet dinosaur hats. And he's like, okay. I said, so I'm gonna go find a pattern, and I found this pattern on Etsy by Rarecot Designs, I think. She's got the R backwards. She's from Canada, and she actually has Ira Rot. That's what Ira Rot. That must, I guess, her name. And they're really cute.
Oh, Ira
Rot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Designs.
Gosh, I can pronounce the.
I see, because she's got the crochet hook as the I. That was a little tricky.
Oh.
Ira Rot.
Oh my gosh.
You're right.
It's too early for this.
We'll hold it up.
And that is the Triceratops head.
Super cute.
And so, even better was, I was like, okay, this is good, and I can work on this pattern because I can use the horns and make the Carnotaurus. I don't know.
And the eyes.
And for anybody that does not know what a Parasaurolophus looks like.
Oh. Yes.
This is a Parasaurolophus. No.
Is it going to be these colors?
No. Yes. He wants it to be green, and I was so upset.
It smells like a parasaur. No.
That might just be Seth.
One of his snuggles.
Because I told him last night, I go, sweetie, I'm going to have to borrow your Parasaurolophus tomorrow. And he started going, you're going to take? I said, no, you can still sleep with it, but I'm going to have to take it tomorrow just for a little bit. And
you can't leave him here.
I don't know what I am going to... Oh! That horn?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to figure something out.
You can ad-lib that.
I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm like, oh, maybe I could just do a horn with the polyester stuffing, but it's got to be stiff. Maybe I just don't have to do a very large one.
No,
I don't know. But okay, so this is what. This is what I've gotten done in 3 days. This is. I've still got to finish the horns on this. This is gonna be the Triceratops hat.
Oh.
It's got a horn. Yeah. See, this is what I was telling you. I needed a smaller. This was the other thing. This is the mantra of crochets. I'm gonna need a bigger hook.
I'm gonna need a bigger
hook because I started this
very tight.
And yes, and I don't remember if anybody watched the last one. I said I always do really my stitches are always really tight, and so I ended up adding they say for 4 to 6, you're gonna need it's 60 stitches and 28 rows, I accidentally did the 6-year-old to the preteen, which was 68 stitches in a round, and actually that was 28 rows. And I had to do like 36
rows
to fit on my son's head.
Because it was really short. You sent me a picture. It was...
Yeah, it was crazy short. Because when I finished it on the rows, it was like up here on his forehead. I was like, I'm gonna have to add like 4 or 5 more rows.
That makes the sugar bowl, so you had to go down a little bit.
Yeah, more. And so I ended up going down like another 8 rows, and I was like, and so then I did the. But see,
So then you stuff the horn.
Yeah, you stuff the horn. You have to stuff the horn and then sew it in, and then I have to do 3 horns, and then I have to do a fin.
You gotta get that.
Which I was gonna do. I'm gonna use the fin for the back of this too. But this is the.
Okay. So
this is what I started yesterday. This is gonna be Ace's hat. This is the Carnotaurus.
Okay, that's the T-Rex that has horns.
That has horns.
Okay. Oh, you can totally do all of them.
And I've got to do. This is why it is always good to have a friend that crochets, because all of the yarn that I don't need to buy a massive thing of, Lynn had. So I have like all this stuff.
I sent you like photos of like these are my greens.
She had like a nice like.
I had 6 of each.
like shade difference between. I was like, how do you have like 6 different shades of orange?
I don't know how that happened.
I have no clue. I don't know. And then like I went to and then I what was it like 2 days ago? I realized I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get pants, which I've already found. I think what I'm gonna have to do. They have big shirts. I'm just gonna put leggings on them.
Oh, there you go.
Because those will be easy to find.
Yeah.
And then I have to realize
fall colors like this too, purple and orange.
Purple, orange,
green,
and green. And then I was like, dude, it's like maybe it was last night, or maybe I said it to you first. I can't remember who said it to Brad or you first. I go, gonna have to make dinosaur tails.
You gonna crochet those? So you just do them out of felt?
I think I'm gonna have to do those out of felt. I don't know how I would do a dinosaur tail in a week. I mean, I guess technically I could, but I don't think I would need like a wrist brace.
My brother was a dragon. One year, when we were really little, I must have been like 9, because my brother and I, because he was like 2, so I was 8. I was Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, and Kira was Snow White, and so my mom made Jessie a dragon.
Oh, that's
and she just took a hoodie, and she put felt spikes down the hood, and made like a cone tail out of felt, and stuffed it and sewed it onto the hoodie.
You couldn't have told me this like 3 days ago before I started crocheting dinosaur hats, Lynn.
You should get hoodies and just do felt faces on them. Oh my
gosh, I'm not talking to you after this.
Yeah, but they can wear those all winter.
I know. That's what last night I was like.
Well, you didn't ask me, has anyone in your family ever been a dinosaur? Because I would have said no.
I've been a dragon.
Dragons are dinosaurs, basically, but still.
Yeah, right. No, I think it was last night I was talking about. I go, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. And he said, I'm doing hats. But I guess that's fine. They'll still use them. I go, do you really think that Nathan is going to wear a Triceratops hat in the winter? And Brad goes,
yes.
Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they will wear these in the winter. And I'm like, they might just grow
into
them.
You're talking about the children that wanted an otter party.
Okay, yes, this
is
true.
As in sea otters.
Yes. Otter party. Which, by the way, this fits me.
Well, then you can wear it.
This is what Brad goes, I want to wear it. I'm like, your head's too big.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
No. You definitely need a bigger hook.
But I put that on, I was like, Brad, I had to make it that big to fit Nathan's head, and it fits my head.
I love it.
As an adult.
Love it. So, 2 weeks ago? Must have been after we podcasted.
21st, and it's the 13th?
Yeah,
so
3 weeks ago. 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, I went up to Boston for my sister's baby shower, and I surprised her. And we had a great time. It was an awesome surprise. She did not know I was there until the party. Super quick trip, though, which unfortunately. But we're going back up for the holidays, so that'll be good. But while I was on the plane for 3.5 hours both ways, I got some really good crochet done on the planned pooling blankets. I'll give you hold that side. So this has doubled in size Doubled in size. I am on halfway through the second ball. I will see how big it is when I finish that one. I think, where did my... Right here was the end of the first ball. So it's about over a foot per ball. So I might not need all 3 balls, but it's looking awesome. Super cool. Oh my goodness. It's like doubled since...
I was so tempted to just like duck out of the camera while that was in front of my face.
Oh, and just and then not
for my next magic trick.
So I love how it's coming out.
This is very pretty.
And I love that it's got so big because this is single crochet like those hats. But I couldn't even tell you how many stitches across.
What hook to use for that? Oh, that was the other thing. Do you want to know what I was sitting here?
I've been using an eye on that one. An eye, which is a 5.5 millimeter. I9.
There it is.
Not that anyone can see it, but it's the pink one from Susan Bates.
This is my favorite. So, okay. In those hats, so I used the hook. I'm never using the hooks they suggest again.
No.
It never works. I don't know why I thought that. It's the, apparently, you know what? I think it's this one. So this is the one they suggest using for the single crochet, right?
Okay, so an eye.
So I was like, that's fine. I've used an eye before, so it's not going to be big of a deal. Then I go into, and then I'm doing the horn. Is this it? No, that's not it. Nope. No. Where is it? Unless I left it at home. Nope. F. To do the horns.
Teeny weeny beanies.
And at that point, I was like, I should have gone up a hook size because, man, working with the F does not, like...
No, and you crochet so tight, you probably didn't need to. It's just so it looks tight, so it doesn't...
I think I'm gonna go, because I use the F for the smaller horn, but I think, like, I'm gonna go up to the...
Totally can.
To the...
Yeah, I would.
G.
To a G.
Why are my stitches so tight? I don't understand.
Because you're stress crocheting.
All this tension is going into the yarn.
That is the only crochet project I have progress on to show. Did you bring anything else? No. Okay, bring
those hats.
It's okay.
I can't even, like, if you want, you can put on the Triceratops hat.
No, that's all right. No, I just didn't know if you had brought anything.
No, because... I was working... This is the other thing, because I was working on the crocodile stitch.
This is low stress.
I was like, I'm not going to let the crocodile stitch beat me. Yeah, so far.
Oh, that's right.
It's winning.
The crocodile stitch.
It's winning. It's winning.
So we have nothing to show except for an unraveled ball of yarn.
Except for a, like, unraveled ball of yarn and half of, like, a Triceratops head. And this is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. Now, if it will actually look like that, I do not know.
I think it will. It already kind of does look like that, except for that you haven't done the fan and the horn. And the eyes.
I mean, like, I guess the thing
is... And the eyebrow.
You know what? I just got the black yarn. At least with, like... Brendan's, it's beady little eyes for Ace, so I think I just have to sew it. I'm gonna need a small... But see, that's the problem is she's telling you to sew in the horns, but my stitches are so tight. The tapestry won't go
You're gonna need a metal one. You have a plastic one?
Yes. I don't have a metal one.
Alright, should we try this again?
Sure. Let's see. And...
Okay. This is the finished one. This is the one that I ripped back. I ended up...
I like the way you're pulling it.
Just in case. Did they match this time? I did do this before. Okay, now they are the same size. Unlike last time. I have dog hair. I picked up on the blue, ripped back the cuff, and added 3 more rows. What is it? There we go. And now I am... this is my... I unraveled the original cuff, and I am now knitting the cuff back on 2 by 1, 2 knit, 1 purl all the way around, so it actually matches this cuff instead of being a different cuff because it was a 1 by 1.
You know what? At least we all know you're mortal.
Yes.
You are not infallible, Lynn.
Well, I was trying to finish it, before we podcasted again.
Oh, that is adorable.
Isn't that cute? That is from the Gnome Knitter, one of her
That's so cute.
needle cozies. Oh, I
Aw.
forgot to put the cord in there, but it keeps it all together so your stitches don't come off your needles in your bag, and then
That's
panic
smart.
ensues. But I almost have two almost finished socks. But they're
Almost
the
have
same.
two
Wait,
almost-
don't. They're the same. Let's see. They are the same.
You,
Look
you
at
got
the
it in the thing. How are you? She's like, she's about to have a panic attack.
Okay,
over
but I did. I ended up. I'll show it on this one. I ended up just picking up the stitches with the needle all around, and then unpicking the cuff and ripping it all back, and then just adding more on. Someone asked me if I had cut it, and I didn't cut it. I just ripped back. Why are you laughing at me?
It's not that. It's
Why are you laughing?
it's not that. You started talking about knitting and now I've had to start clarifying because Seth calls crocheting knitting.
Oh.
And we said it's crochet. And then when I sent my mother-in-law a picture of Nathan's hat, she goes, "Oh, are you knitting it?" I was like, it's crochet. And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's different needles, right?" I was like, "I just don't want you telling people I can knit because knitting is completely different." And then last night, Brad made like some sort of smart alecky joke, and like I didn't respond. He goes, "Oh, I'm losing my touch. I can't do this." He goes, "She's still continuing with her knitting." And I just stopped and looked at him. He goes, "Ah, that got you." Crochet. I was like,
Crochet.
It's like, I hate you.
What is
a
it,
little.
like parquet? Oh my goodness. Yes. You hold that.
I'm useful.
I have one more whip, and that's all the
Super
whips that
bulky.
I've brought today.
Unfortunately.
Oh, well, I showed like everything in my arsenal last week, but I can't
This
work
is
on
true.
everything.
I mean, we're not going to keep you here for an hour and a half.
So this is the Azelle pattern. Oh, thank you. Good catch. And this is by Heidi May. She is the Velvet Acorn on Ravelry and I believe Etsy. And this is a sweater that I am knitting for a friend. And I'm almost done. I have a few more inches on the front panel here before I start the collar. You remember this is for a small child, so I have the buttonholes done somewhere. Too high. There's one. Anyway, they're in there, I swear.
They're somewhere.
There's three
Is that-
buttonholes on each side.
Is that one?
And
How do you find them?
well, when they here, see, they're better on this side. Buttonholes.
Ah, is that a buttonhole?
Buttonholes. Buttonholes.
Is this a buttonhole?
Buttonhole?
Or is it
Yes.
just-
No, it is now. I'm just kidding. No, it is a buttonhole. Anyway, this is the front with the buttonholes. So, I have a couple more inches, and then I start the cowl neck,
Mhm.
and then I have to read the directions. I don't know if you leave a space for it and keep knitting and come back to it, or if you make it and then continue. But it's basically one long piece with the cowl neck, so it pops over your head like a poncho.
That's
So,
such a cute
I am almost done with the
color.
front half. I love the color of this yarn too. This is
Very
the
pretty.
Woolies Thick and Quick by Lion Brand in the Blossom colorway. I'm using size 13 bamboo needles. And
How big do these needles go?
I've seen, I think, up to 15 or so. But with like, I don't know if you've seen like the giant, it's like, it's actually just, it's not really yarn, it's like roving, like wool. And they make the big, like hand knitted.
Yeah, I don't know
I've
about
seen people
one.
that I think they're like handmade knitting needles or crochet hooks because I've seen them, it worked both. But a lot of people just use them with their arms and they're like hand to make those giant thick. They almost come out like this thick blankets and stuff. I don't know how you can make one because, I mean, this is $10. Okay, so what are you gonna?
That's when you
How
start.
much is it gonna cost? You
That's
need
when
like
you-
your own sheep to make those.
You probably do, or your own, alpacas.
They're cool. You could make alpaca. Some people
Or
it's
alpaca,
very.
or if you have a
I think-
very hairy dog.
We could start collecting dog hair.
There you
No,
go.
let's not even. No, let's not collect dog hair. But one of the funny things I wanted to show you that I found out last night is I'm in bed knitting, watching the Green Arrow because since we've seen each other last, I have watched all of the Flash on Netflix.
What does he
I
say?
said to Kira,
It's not the Green Arrow.
Oh, it's Green Arrow.
It's Arrow.
It's just Arrow?
The TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Arrow.
I thought it was a Green Arrow.
He is the Green Arrow, but the
But
TV show's
Just
Arrow.
Okay. I'm glad you knew this.
I have watched it.
Well, I
And I've
finished
watched
Harry
Flash.
Potter and was in that, like, Harry Potter hangover. Like, you're in the middle of the books right now.
This is true.
So when you finish, unfortunately, I hate to tell you, there's a very bad Harry Potter hangover where you don't want to return to the Muggle world and you want to live at Hogwarts for the rest of your life. But anyway, I was in that slump and my sister said, we're watching The Flash right now, you should watch The Flash. And I do like the...
It's a great TV show. I like
It was really good. The superhero comic book type.
Yeah.
I just don't know a lot about it. But like, what's the ones with all the X-Men? Like, I've watched all the X-Men, and I'm not even gonna pretend that I know anything more about it other than I enjoy it because I could really get people upset. But
this is true.
Started watching
honestly, there are so many different universes in this. You could probably make a mistake and then just claim that was in some
and
universe.
that's where I got
hadn't heard
even
of yet.
more confused.
Oh Lord!
But I started watching The Flash, and I've watched all of it on Netflix, and I am recording it because it just started this week on the fourth season.
Shoot, I might come over and watch it with you because I haven't seen that.
So, total tangent, but in the middle of The Flash, I said, I know why Sheldon likes this from The Big Bang because of all the science stuff. And Eric looks at me and says, you realize that Sheldon likes it from, like, the original comic books, which was, like, done in the 60s, and it was a newspaper comic strip and didn't have anything to do with the one that's on TV now. And I'm like, I don't even know where to go from here. Like, I was like, because you're right, there's so many different variations and people's
Different
interpretations, and he's like, those people were just creatives. Because I was like, well, were they sciencey people? And he's like, no, they were just artists that were trying to make a buck. But anyway, I digress. I had watched The Flash, and that is now over, so I needed another Netflix binge. So I'm watching The Arrow, or just Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow is darker than The Flash, though, so if you need something a bit more lighthearted, try looking into Supergirl.
She's already on my list. Kira's like, you're really gonna like Supergirl. Okay, but anyway, they're all connected, and then the Legends, I haven't even started with them yet.
I've watched that, too.
Okay, anyway.
But in all honesty, you have to get through Arrow before you start Legends.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like I was missing a lot out of The Flash because it kept...
You actually have to start... Arrow was before Flash.
Okay.
And then it was before Legends. Arrow kind of, like, started it all. And then Supergirl came after... It came after Arrow, and it might have started a little bit after Flash did.
They're good, though.
Yeah, they are.
If anyone needs something...
I'm just saying, like, because Arrow does get, like, really intense.
Yeah, I'm on, like, still in the first season, like, maybe three or four
It does
episodes
not
in,
lighten up. It is. Wow.
I digress.
Side note.
I was knitting while watching the Arrow.
Sorry.
Not Green Arrow.
Arrow.
And I realized I needed to measure my knitting to see if I had made 16 inches yet, and I did not want to get up. And I'm looking at the ball band and realize that the Lion Brand ball band has inches and centimeters along the sides. And I feel like I've noticed it before.
You just never
but
thought
never
about it?
thought about it. And I'm like, booyah! I have my own measuring tape. I don't need to get up. Win! Total win.
I mean, how often, like, usually I keep the yarn wrapped up when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you...
Or I fold it and be like, I need to remember that colorway. Oh, look, it even says, Dear friend, thank you for choosing light.
Look, it's in French.
Oh, my.
I wanted to see if it was going to say, here's
Lion
the
Brand
ruler.
ball bands have rulers on them.
Key to icons.
Win.
Yes.
Win. Let's see. I have acquired something else this week, which I didn't, or since last we spoke. But I got yarn. Isn't this gorgeous? This is from Kirsten, and she is knitting a love song, and she is also a Louisiana girl. This is the Aria Worsted, which is 100% superwash merino, and this is her Great South Bay, and colorway, which is I believe New York, waterway. Great South Bay. But she is also from New England, like I am, living in the South. So a lot of her colorways speak to me. And so this is probably going to be a hat or mittens.
It's very pretty.
Really pretty. The blues and greens. I don't know if I'm trying to get a lot of the speckles. Yeah, it's washing
So this is
out.
more...
That's better, but you can't see them all.
Yeah.
But
so it's going to end up being more
it's gonna yeah, it'll probably be a little stripy with speckles. Let's open it up. It's definitely a speckled.
Woo! Wow, that's fun. I should be saying Rapunzel.
But no, I think you're right. I think it'll be speckly. It's pretty. It's got some darkers and some lighter spots, so you might get like a strip here and there. If you make a hat, you'll probably have like a white line, some speckles. Be interested to see how it would work out. Doing mittens, it'll probably be more stripy.
Yeah.
But I love, love, love the colorway. This has been on my Etsy watch list for a while. And Kirsten posted that her brother is unfortunately going through cancer right now. And she was donating the proceeds of her yarn to go towards some of his medical bills, and also, just not working, you got to go through all this stuff, you know. So as a awesome sister, she was supporting her brother, so I was supporting her.
I'm gonna go buy some. I've never actually bought yarn on Etsy before, but I'm gonna go buy some. Because that is a rough thing to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. But she is a really sweet girl. She also has a podcast, the Knitting a Love Song podcast. And
is she a singer, or does she just like music?
I think she just likes music. She works at Starbucks.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she is a singer. Kirsten, are you a singer? Inquiring minds want to know.
I think most artists work at coffee shops.
That's like she is an artist.
Well, okay. Well, yes. I'm not diminishing this.
I think that's all I really had to talk about yarn wise. Happenings in my life. The boys are turning 5 on Sunday. And this year we were throwing a Halloween birthday party. When they were little, I'm like, I'm never going to have a Halloween birthday party.
You're like that because I'm like, I've got to get these hats finished before the boys' party. Thanks, Lon.
I know. And now I have 2 Halloween costumes to finish a week early because the Halloween costume party's next week. But it works out because they're trunk or treat at the school.
Oh, yeah?
The
When's their trunk or treat?
Is the 20th, so it's the day before the party.
Oh, yeah, I think the one...
So we needed them done anyway. Otherwise we're going to be firefighters and doctors again.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
so it's full-on Halloween costume.
Actually, no, I can't blame you because we're going to Ghost in the Oaks, and I think that's the night before the party.
Oh, I didn't look at Ghost in the Oaks.
That's sold out like that. It's like you have to buy them in, like, September, August before, like, they sell it, like, quick.
But that's all that's been going on here. And I went Uptown Magazine Street with Robin and Mary from the Cherry Pearls podcast last week. And we checked out 2 really cool fabric stores up there. Can you grab those business cards on top? Yes. And I brought business cards because I knew I would forget them. We went to Uptown Needlecraft Works on Magazine Street. And this one, you know what this one's next to? You know the shop that has the giant beads, the bead shop?
Yes.
Yes, right next door. And then we went to Chateau So-and-So, which is on the other end of Magazine Street, uptown. And I got some really fun fabric, which I will share later for bags. Because some of them are Christmas kits. So I have 2 Christmas kits coming up in the Pipeworks. One is with... Simply Serving, who does charms, and the Perfect Stitch Fiber Company, who does yarn. So that is Lindsay and Jen. They're doing yarn, a charm, and I'm doing the bags. And that's going to be an antique Christmas theme. And the other one is with Kayleen from Littlebean Crochet, and we are doing our holiday hot chocolate. Again, I got a different print than last year's hot chocolate bag. So she'll be doing a yarn, and I'll be doing a bag for that.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so that's crazy Crazingtons on my plate right now. Sewing.
What did October and November and December are so close together?
I feel like the end of the summer, August is my birthday, and I'm always like, yay, it's still summer, but then my birthday hits, and it's like, someone says, you know, Christmas is only like 16 weeks away or whatever, and then you just go into panic mode. And it's like, but I need to get through Halloween, and you have kids.
You got
and
the
all
birthday,
of a sudden
see?
it's like, you can't just gloss through the other
No.
holidays anymore.
It's like Seth's birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, my birthday, then Brendan's birthday.
Yep.
And Nathan's birthday is in the same...
Yeah.
July is crazy, because Nathan's birthday, Brad's birthday, and Brad and mine's anniversary is all within the same month. All within, like, a week of each other.
Well, it used to be that, like, in my family, the birthdays were all in the summer, and then, except for my mom and my dad. And my stepmom. Oh, the kids. The kids were all in the summer, and then now that the family's expanded, every single month is, like, birthday. And then everyone keeps having kids, so there's, like, kids and aunts and uncles and everything.
Yeah, see, if we want to include my nieces and my nephew, yeah, that...
Yep. Holiday party palooza every month.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It's everywhere.
Well, so far, the 13th is doing all right on us.
Yeah.
We did okay.
This is true.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, so that's... I haven't decorated for Halloween yet, which is
Me
just
either. The boys told me that we need to get some decorations because nobody's going to know it's Halloween.
Seth told me that. He said he wanted to make a haunted house. He wanted to put spider webs in the house. I was like, no. We're not doing that.
Well,
and we have Halloween decorations.
I got spider webs to play pin the spider on the web for the party, so...
Oh, that's cute.
He can have some.
Don't you
spider webs
dare.
in the house.
No.
I'll send him home with some.
No, you won't. No. I'm pretty sure I have some because I have like just like Halloween stuff I gotta put out. That's the hard part because all of it goes in the attic and I don't like going in the attic. So I send my...
Well, it's because 90,000 degrees in the attic.
I send my husband up there.
Yeah.
But trying to get him in the attic is... I don't know. It doesn't work out. It does not work out. Anyway.
I feel like last episode was so long, and this one's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think we're okay. We're good.
We're done?
So,
we're good?
Nobody needed popcorn or...
No. Sorry, Penny. You
or
don't need
potty
popcorn.
breaks.
Potty breaks. An adult beverage.
Nobody needed that. It's fine. But I think probably, I guess, the next one, if you want, I can bring back the finished hats. These should be finished hats.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, we'll have finished Halloween costumes. Sewn and crocheted.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out that crocodile alligator stitch.
I'm gonna try and finish the Azelle sweater so I can get that in the mail. Mm-hmm. And I have a family friend just had a grandson and wants me to make a lobster hat.
It's amazing.
With color work, knitting. So I have to sort that out. Because I'm gonna have to find a lobster pattern.
I am sure that exists.
I found a few, so I think it'll work. But I just can't let myself wrap my head around that yet because I need to finish what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we say goodbye?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching. That's all I have.